Okay, and we're back. Sorry about that. Alright, let's see. Let's do my myth campaign. It's kind of where I left off from yesterday, except I had to start from scratch. Alright. So the campaign's a lot slower. Well, I say it is, but it kind of is and it isn't. I think I've played the campaign. I was incorrect yesterday when I said I'd never played the campaign. I've actually played the campaign a couple times, but I think they make it ridiculously hard. I mean, if you think survival's bad, the campaign's far more brutal. And I say that knowing how freaking ridiculous the campaign can get. Or how survival can get, I'm sorry. You have to research everything. So, like, if you want gunners, you'll need to research, like, the gun technology. You want, um, like, spike traps, you gotta research the spike technology. And you only get so much research stuff per level. So you have to kind of really micromanage your resources there. And there are certain levels that if you don't have the right stuff, you're just boned. Oh, jeez. It's getting cold. But it's okay. I got a Felix lap cat. He's happy as can be, but it's getting cold. No, 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 no! Crap. I'm gonna step away a second. I need to grab a jacket. It's getting a little bit too cold. Yes, this is campaign. Sorry, yeah, I had to drop away for a few minutes to go check on something else. So this is the campaign. This is the very first level of the campaign. It's this is kind of a grueling level because there's objectives you have to meet. So you have to have a population of 300. You have to resist every swarm, and it looks like there's going to be. Oh, I lost one time, so that's probably gonna. I think that actually diminishes my returns, and I got to destroy all the infected. Like this game is really brutal. Like it's really brutal. And I think I have to rely on the train to come and actually give me colonists. I can't just build tents, although the tents are needed to actually house them, which I think is pretty garbage, but whatever. This level is just designed to be frustrating. So you can imagine, unlike with gunners, hunters are nice, but they or rangers. Sorry, rangers are nice, but they've got longer range, but they don't do as much damage. So I can't just like muscle through the level like I would normally do it. Usually, what I would do is I would attack move a group right through the middle, and it would just the gunners would tear them apart. But can't do that with rangers so much. And this prevents me from like walling off certain parts of the village, so I really can't just cheese that at all. I don't think the wave will reach this way. Let's see, hold on. I don't know. I don't think there's a wave that comes in this way. I think they only come in from this way. Felix. Felix. Let's make sure I didn't miss anybody. I missed one, see? Ooh, I'm not, any more food. More food. See, now I've got enough rangers to just run them right through the middle. Felix. Energy? Why do I need energy to run a bunch of tents? That seems dumb. Look at how many tents I've got to make, and I'm still not at 200 colonists yet. This is why this level is so annoying. And this is part of a level. I think this is part of the victory conditions. I think on every single level is to have a population size of like 200 or greater. Just all these freaking tents, and I'm not even done yet. like that was everybody. So now all I have left to do is just, I guess, wait for the swarm in a couple of days. And keep building my population up. Okay, so that should be enough. So I'll have all of my objectives completed, and now I just gotta wait. So they're coming from the north, so I need to move you guys up. And now we wait. See, now that I got nothing to do, I'm just staring at my phone, which has got a screen on it that's not even, and it bothers the crap out of me. Maybe I can fix it real quick. The only problem is that because of like my cat, because Felix likes to sleep on my mouse pad, if I lift it up, I know that I'm gonna like kick up cat hair, so I'd have to go to the bathroom and clear off the counter and try to like pick it up and do it again. And even then, I'd be like, I don't know about this. I ordered another set of screens just in case, But I've got one left that I can mess with because the first one went on perfectly, but it had a hair underneath it, and I was like, oh god dang it. Second one didn't go on perfectly, but it didn't go on evenly, but it did go on like perfectly. So it's the trade-off. Two out of three, best. You know, third time's the charm, right? Here they come, boys. gonna avoid using it though. Oh jeez, they're gonna chew through like nobody's business. That's gonna be kind of close. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Oh, it's gonna be close. I got them all. Let's see.
What do you need? Yes, got it. I love it. Sure, let's go. Looks cool.
Okay, there's 20. Oh, 20
No
more.
problem.
No, Felix.
What is this? Perfect. Yes, great.
The story of this game is the fact that like the you're trying to forge an empire outside of what's already like what you have. Oh,
Yes? Goodbye.
yeah. I like these missions a lot more than the
No
regular
problem.
survival missions. They're a little bit more fun.
Piece of cake.
And some of these like that you go into are kind of just like suicide missions. Like this one,
Yes?
it's not so bad, but like some of them are really really bad.
Alrighty.
I also like the steampunky kind of like feel of the game.
Sure. Come on. I can do that. Oh, yeah. Ready. Perfect. Child's play. Yes? Two weapons, double the fun.
Okay, hold on. This should be a.
Taste my lead. Right away.
Oof, she needs the health kit.
Wonderful. What?
All the units have been. There we go.
Yes. Yeah. Perfect. I like it. I can do that. Awesome. That's easy.
Oh, dumb, 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 dumb. Yeah, I don't think the fire hurts him. I think it's just there for aesthetics.
No fear! Yes, without delay. Bullseye! It's a walk in the park. Okie dokie. Good quality. Got it, Chief. Commander.
Yeah.
Gotcha. What? Alrighty.
Up,
Got it,
up, up,
Chief.
up, up, up.
Yes, alright. I like it. Great. Got it. Come to mama. Okie dokie.
You know, I never played the original Fallouts. I've only played Fallout 3 and 4 in New Vegas and 76. But basically, I really would like to see a better, or I guess an updated version of Fallout 1 and 2. But it's probably too good, which is why they'll never do it.
No problem.
They don't want to. They don't want the strategy aspect. They want the shooting aspect.
Piece of
Which reminds me, one of the next games I want to play is Wasteland 3. I want to play that on stream next. Okay, let's see here. I don't have all the technology yet, so I gotta keep looking. Oh, there's some.
great.
90.
That's easy.
Oh, there's the last one.
What do we have here? Nice.
There we go. That's it.
Sure.
Oh, geez, I have a whole army of them to get in front of.
Gotcha. What do you want? Commander. Perfect. Let's go. Understood. Roger that.
For the humans! Ready and waiting.
Go ahead.
And that's level. Wow, that's weird. A city that offers food. I don't know many cities that can supply their own food. That's rather impressive. How do I get out of here? There you go. Yeah. Still, I would like to play the originals, but I would like it to be updated to where it's gonna be HD. Yeah, no, no, Mega Cities, no, I'm good. I need to be, yeah, jeez. Can I get farms yet? That'll be up here, but I'm gonna have to see. I have to 240. No, it's not worth it. I need these. I think. The problem with this is that you can't just undo research. Like you can't just pick and choose your research. Once you choose it, you're done. Personally, I prefer having riflemen at my feet, or at my feet, at my disposal. I know I'm gonna need these. Oh, and I've got an upgrade. Let's see. Just give her an attack speed boost. That's what. Let's just really focus her down.
What do you want now? Okay, okay, let's do this. Are you sure? Okay. Great. Yeah, gotcha. Are you sure? Great. Roger that. Okay. Are you sure? Gotcha. Is that all? Sweet. Great. Gotcha. Great. Roger that. Yes. Yeah.
Up, 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 up. I don't know.
Let me put an arrow in this.
The amount of stuff that goes in that's involved with having mega cities, just I'd be like, nah, I'm good. I don't even like the suburbs. I realize that like I'd probably die out in the middle of the wilderness, but I'm hoping to change that soon. Very slowly, I'm acclimating myself to trying to become more reliant. So my first goal is to find ways to actually survive by just making my own food. Like I want to get some chickens so they can make some eggs. Then eventually I'm going to use like maybe the compost to fertilize some seeds and fertilize some ground. So it's going to be a long-term process, but I think it'll be worthwhile in the end. Alright, I need this 14 pearl. That's a good one. Yeah, I have a strong feeling that the psychosis of Twitter is going to bleed over into society in a much more realistic way very soon.
Yeah. Great idea. No, I'm just kidding. Gotcha. You are gonna pay me for this, right? Yeah. Yes. Okay.
I was thinking more like cabbages and stuff like that, but I don't know yet.
Are you sure? Yes. That's
I know a farmer who actually moved away from the farm so he can move into the suburbs, and he's very happy now. But I'm sitting there, and I'm like, why would you why were you leaving the farm to go into the suburbs? And he's like, because I'm tired of farming. I was like, I get it, but it's like, you picked a hell of a time.
what's up? Any infected around? Oh, more orders.
But maybe eventually what I'll do is I'll try to build a small little ranch or something in the middle of nowhere where no one can find me, and I'll stop streaming then. But details. It depends on how good the streaming turns out. If for some reason like I become really popular for no reason that I can fathom at all, then maybe I'll keep doing it after the fact. But I need to make some serious money off it if I was to do that. But I doubt that I will be able to do that. I'm sure that somewhere along the way, as if my channel keeps growing, what'll happen is that somebody will go digging through my old videos and go, "Oh no, 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 we can't have that." What's this? Food? Cities of Death. Up, 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 up! I got incoming. See, the thing is that I have to have cans, so I'm thinking of ways that I can be productive while at the same time being completely self-reliant. I'm not going to have a way to can food, you know, because I'm not going to have any cans unless I can find like some old jars or something, old mason jars. Like, I'd go so far as to say that, you know, like, I need to learn how to do timbering or whatever. Is it timbering, where like you take a like a tree and you can make planks of wood out of it? Like, how to do that? But that's really, really far down the road. Probably, you know, farther down than I probably have time or patience to deal with. But nobody knows this crap. It's like, I want to forge my own sword just so I can say that I forged my own sword. But I gotta find somebody who's willing to teach me forge, or like how to do blacksmithing. And I know some people are out there to do it, but they're gonna be like, "Oh, you need to learn welding. You need to learn how to do all this stuff." And I was like, "No, no, no. I just want you to tell me the steps, and we're gonna do it together. And you're gonna basically hold my hand like a baby." But I want to forge it. I don't necessarily want to learn blacksmithing. I just want to forge my own sword. I want to be the one that's hammering it. I want to be the one that's like choosing the metal. Whole 9 yards. So now I gotta go find a bunch of mason jars. Oh, darn it. The mind is willing, but the body is weak and tired after a long day. Darn it. Frickin' zombies keep running right up on me. Ah, itchy nose. Oh, absolutely. No, I actually, I like Jack Murphy's idea. I don't listen to him that much, mostly because a lot of the hippie people that like doing the stuff that I'm talking about are a little bit out there for my taste. But Jack Murphy, I think, has got the right idea. Get a bunch of families that want to live together, that want to make something by themselves, be completely independent, and then basically make a giant community out of, like, was it 50 acres? They can fit, or is it 90 acres or 50 acres? They can fit like 50,000 people. Oh, god dang it! No, 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 no! No, 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 no! I just started. No, 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 no! Oh, freaking A! No, no! All right, well, this little adventure just ended. Yep, this adventure just ended. That's it for that. I wasn't even trying to expand my base very far, but see, that's what happens whenever you have zombies all to your north and to the south. I don't know. I think it's more just like a communal thing where y'all just build houses where y'all want to go. Yeah, frick you, game. Let's try this one. But the idea is that you can have essentially a town that can be completely self-reliant with that. Yeah, it happens. Oh, man.
Great. Warner, straight to the heart. My bow is ready. Great. Warner, great. Yes. Gotcha. You hold that, man. Okay. Faster than my bow. Are you sure? Okay. Great. Okay. Let's do this. Roger that. Great. Let me put an arrow in his head.
Jeez, I got a whole freaking swarm right there. Good lord.
It's gonna cost you double. This better be good.
Yeah, I don't know the exact number, but basically you don't need everybody to be a farmer. You know, you could have somebody that's like the leather maker or the clothes maker. You don't need every single person in the city or in the town to be a farmer. You don't even need half of them to be a farmer. But the idea is that instead of it being think of it like an old style town, like a medieval town. But like 90 acres can settle like a couple thousand people or more than a couple thousand people. I think the number that he said was 50,000. And I was like, that's a lot of people for 90 acres. But like if you're divvying it up properly, if you're taking care of it, you probably could pull it off.
Okay. Warner, great. Okay. Great.
But to me, that the older I get, the more appealing that sounds.
Okay. Let's do
Like especially the way that the world is always interconnected. I'm just like, ugh.
straight to the heart. Gotcha.
It would be nice to just kind of return to something a little bit more. Well, I mean, just it's a bunch of people that we're now working and struggling together. We're not it's not just us living in a city or a suburb where like we really don't need our neighbors and we don't care. And don't get me wrong, my neighbors, I love my neighbors. My neighbors are cool, but like if we didn't all willingly become neighbors. You know what I'm saying? We are neighbors because we just so happen to be in the same neighborhood. We didn't all choose to be neighbors with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't choose our neighbors. And if I could ever get enough money, I would love to have some land where I could just basically say, okay, you're in, you're out, you're in, you're in, you're out. It's like these are the people that I want in, these are the people that I want out. But then once you're in, it's like I really don't care what you do.
Great. Yes. Yeah. Warner,
To which every time I tell this to coworkers, they're like, "So you want to become the next David Koresh?" And I was like, "Sure, yeah, fine."
great. Gotcha.
Except I want to have plumbing and I want to have some way of having running water.
Straight to the heart. Yeah. Are you sure? Great.
Oops.
What? Are you sure? Okay. Are there other units to bother?
And therein lies the biggest problem. Well, the idea I think would be just like we would be active with the other parts of the communities ideally, but like we would be somewhat self-sufficient. And one of the reasons why I think this could work is that there's actually a town that I've oh god, not a freaking again! I didn't even see him. This crap again. There's a little town somewhere out in the desert that essentially lives on its own. It's like stuck in the late 1800s. It has electricity, but like it doesn't have running water. It doesn't have a septic system. Like it's this town inside of like a mountain, and I really like that idea. But like I wanted running water. So yeah, it can be done. Oh, dude, freaking hell! Go over here, run, 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 run! Oh my gosh, I hate this game sometimes.
Great. What? Gotcha. You. This better be good. What? You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Oh, and of course I've got a little raid coming my way. Good lord.
What? You order? You pay.
Or wait. Okay, no raids. Okay, cool, fine, whatever.
Roger that. You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Yeah, but the where they were is they're surrounded by solid rock. Um, that was the issue, is that they were literally in like a basin where like so inside the mountain was like this hollowed out valley, and so the only way to get to the other side of this mountain was to walk through that town, and that's kind of how they make their money, is they have travelers that just walk through that valley. And so there's this little snaky windy path that let's see if you were walking across it, you never even know the town was there. Like it literally just exists, and when you walk through it, like everything's made of wood, but there are no trees nearby. So like everything has to be either helicoptered in, or they have to like pull it across the mountainside. It's really cool actually, but everything in there was well maintained. They had some fields for some food. The ground there was fertile. It was really cool, and I was like, man, this is like in its own little way. Like part of me goes, I would hate to live here, and the other part of me would go, nah, man, like this is the life. This is like you're away from everybody. There's no purpose in going after these people. Like no matter what, it's just not worth it. You have a literal mountain encasing these people. And actually, one of the coolest things while we were there, because we had to stop off in that village for like I think like half a day, is that because the way I guess the weather worked is that there would be clouds forming on like above that town, so you could literally just walk through the clouds as you're going to the town. It's really cool. You guys are just gonna patrol.
Great.
But yeah, they had electricity. I think some of them had air conditioning, but not many. Most of them, I think, just had like electricity, and the water they got came from rain and like a little river like just outside of the village. But yeah, everybody there was really nice, and it was really cool, and they seemed to have a very happy, thriving, and growing community, which I was impressed with. At least impressed enough to where it stuck with me, because I remember the last time I saw it, I was like, what, preteen? I was a kid. What, Felix? But yeah, I don't know jack about plumbing, and I don't know jack about electricity. Oh yeah, unplugging is okay. Hold on, I just heard a really loud noise. 1 second. Okay. Oh, what was I forgot what I was saying now. I think it's important to kind of unplug from stuff, and especially nowadays where everything is always connected, and like I don't know if anybody noticed, they probably don't. Like I'll go through phases of being active on Twitter or anything else like that. Like I'll go through phases of just always being in someone's like just up in everybody's business, and then like 2 3 days I won't do anything at all. And most of that's because I don't want to. And then another part of it is just because I'm like Twitter is such freaking cancer. It's just so bad. And the more I learn about it, the more I'm like social media is really bad for your mind. It's really really bad for your mind. And I'm probably especially now that Twitter's doing its purges and everything, what I'm thinking of doing is just stop using it pretty much entirely. Except for maybe promoting my Twitch, and then that's it. And maybe I just won't be really active on it anymore. I find Twitter a very disgusting platform to begin with. I mean, I had this conversation with somebody last night. I mean, really, like 90% of my Twitter is politics, but like occasionally I'll just see lots of porn on it. So I'm just like, ugh. Look, I appreciate the fact that it exists. I'm not really interested in having it on my timeline. And Twitter just brings out the worst of everybody, including myself. I won't lie, including myself. But I've noticed that ever since I started using it regularly, like my creativity has dropped. Um, my wittiness has dropped. So I'm like, okay, I probably gotta stop using this so much. But another step that I wanted to take was to actually get my house as much as I can off of the power grid and to do solar. So I was looking into that as well. That's expensive too. Well, it's not even a drain. It's just like it's got enough crap on it. Like it's one of those things. Like, do I even care enough to actually try to do this? Like, do I really really want to do this? And the answer is not really. Wow, I've got a lot of people watching me today. Well, good evening, everybody. It's almost good morning. It's almost good morning, everybody. At least where I am, it's almost good morning. I hope you're all having fun. I'm just playing the campaign here. Thank you for joining me. Our co-pilot tonight is my cat Felix, who was sleeping and then decided to knock a bunch of stuff over, and I guess that woke him up. So, and currently we're dunking all over Twitter as such a garbage platform. It's not even a platform anymore, isn't it? It blocks people and all that crap. So I guess it's really not a platform anymore. Yeah, whatever you want to call it. Oh, god dang it. I thought y'all had this under control, which is why I have y'all patrolling. Damn you! Ugh.
Straight to the heart.
Yeah, the batteries is where I'm kind of concerned. But I've heard. I mean, I'm not for certain. I've heard that there's really been some breakthroughs with graphene. I know nothing about it, but I've heard there's been really great breakthroughs with that. And so like they're batteries that last a long time. They don't die very easily. And they take almost no time to charge.
Great. You order? Great. Are you sure? Take my arrows. Better be good. Okay. My bow and arrows are ready. Gotcha. Great. You order? Gotcha. Are you sure? Great. Okay.
Well, like everything else, over time they'll get cheaper because they'll become more utilized and things like that. But right now, you're right. They're going to be expensive as sin.
Okay. My bow and arrows are ready. Yeah. Right. Yeah. My bow is ready.
Still short on food? Really?
Let me put an arrow in his head.
Well, because I mean, I don't think you can make much more strides in the panels. I know they're getting better, but they're not like
Great.
they're already producing pretty decent amounts of energy. The problem, like you said, is storing the power.
Sounds interesting. It could be worse. I hope we're not wasting my time. Yeah. Okay. Take my arrows. Are you sure? Okay.
My cousin, actually, who's a former Air Force, is essentially like clearing out an area in the forest and putting down a bunch of solar panels. And him and a buddy of his are just essentially
Let's do this.
just solar farming,
You call that a plan? Right.
where all they do is they basically sell energy back to the energy companies. That's it.
Interesting. Let me put an arrow in his head. Gotcha.
And I'm like, hey, good, more power to you, man. I have no idea how to do that, so
Yes. Faster than my bow. A new task. Roger that.
Does anybody do anything exciting on their Friday, or just work days for everybody? Oh. We have friends coming.
You hold that and okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Yes. Okay. It's gonna cost you double. What? You are gonna pay me for this, right? Are you sure? Gotcha. Are you sure? Yes. Are you sure? Great. Taste my arrows. Are you sure? Gotcha.
Nice.
Oh, here we go again. Okay.
No, 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 no.
Cost you double. I hope you're not wasting my time.
Eh.
You look so tired. Last night was amazing. What? You are gonna pay me for this, right? Gotcha. This better be good. Are you sure? What? You are gonna pay me for this, right? Great. You order, you pay. What? You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Darn it, gotta wait for my next shipment of bodies to come in.
Yes. Gotcha. You order, you pay. You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Now I got the bodies. I'm gonna start getting me some iron, get me some gunners. That should help this mission go by a little bit faster. Then I can start patrolling a little bit easier with some gunners. Not that the mission is to kill off everybody, but it helps. It helps. Got a long way to go to get this to 600 though, especially with frickin' tents.
Yes, tell me. But be quick.
Now we just gotta wait. Yes. Yes. Hey, Sweet Pea. Hey. No? Okay.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Not sure how I'm gonna get 600 colonists with just tents, but I'm gonna try.
Reporting for duty. At your service. Come on. Let's go. All right. Of course, my commander. Sorry, sir. I was cleaning my weapon. Reporting for duty. Come on. Here we go. Commander? Is everything okay? All the way. Do you need me? Reporting for duty. Tell me. All right. Commander?
Oh, here they come. I just pissed off the hornet's nest. Run, boys, run! Run like you stole some stuff from Kmart.
On your orders. Charge! Reporting for duty. All the colony! Let's go. Attack! On your
It
orders.
occurs to me, I'm like 90% sure, like, most people don't know what a Kmart is, or was. Oh my god, I'm old.
All the colony! Reporting for duty. Orders, sir. Is everything okay? Do you need me? Commander? Need me? All right. Reporting for duty, sir. Just tell me what to do. Understood.
Get 'em, boys. Get 'em. Get 'em. I haven't seen one in a long time. I assume they're gone. Okay, too many, too many, too many, too many, too many.
For the colony! Reporting for duty. Come on. Understood.
All I know is they were a rival store to Target and a few other places back in the 90s. And they used to have one around where I live, but they died off like in the mid to late 90s,
Understood. Come on.
along with a bunch of other small to mid-level sized companies.
Attack!
I'm surprised Target didn't get killed off by Walmart.
All right.
I'm not even sure how Target survived. No, I mean, Target, Kmart, Walmart, and a few other places, they were all kind of the same idea, just a big department store. And it's not that it was a bad idea, just that I think, well, again, my streams are mostly meant for gaming and having fun, but I want to say that the death of the department store was two things: was Walmart, trade with China, and regulation in general that killed them off. But I can't remember. Like, I'd have to go look it up. No, I think Target stays around now because it feels like a pretty awesome store. When you, well, at least the ones that I've been into, they feel very high end for department stores. That doesn't mean they're high end anybody. I realize that Target is not high end, even though my freaking poor butt would consider it to be so. If, back in the day. Jeez, they just keep coming. All right, y'all are taking care of that.
Tell me what to do.
But usually Targets are not like run down old department stores. Like when I was a kid, they were a little bit more beat up. They were just another department store. Now when I walk into a Target, they're a little bit Target rich boys. No, but back in the day, like they were a little bit more banged up.
Of course, my commander. For the colony! Come on. I will kill our enemies.
Finally.
Let's go.
I don't mean it to seem like that, but like where I grew up, I was pretty darn poor. So like Target was like where I usually got my Pokemon cards back in the day. Yeah, just to give you an idea, your first generation Pokemon cards. I'll have you know. We're talking the classics, like Fat Pikachu's. But I think what ended up killing them off, or at least the final straw, was the 2008 market collapse. If I remember correctly, that was what really changed the landscape because there's a lot of stores that just didn't make it. Yeah, I grew up pretty darn poor, so I've done my damnedest to make sure that I don't end up back where that is. So looks like it won't matter now. Soon, we're printing money like it's toilet paper. And soon enough, it'll be worth just as much as toilet paper. Oh no, my cards are worth nothing. Actually, no, take it back. I might have some like classic first generation cards, but I would never sell them. I couldn't. Those are like heirlooms. I guess not heirlooms, but like childhood memories. I couldn't part with any of them. So even if they were worth a ton of money, I couldn't do it.
Let's get them. Come on.
It's like I still have my N64 somewhere. I still have my Xbox 360 and my classic Xbox somewhere, just because they're not worth much, but like it's just childhood memories. I don't want to get rid of them. I think I still have my Game Boy Color, like the classic Game Boy Color. Actually, no, I'm sorry, Game Boy Pocket. I had a Game Boy Pocket when I was a kid. Everybody else had the Game Boy Advances, and I had Game Boy Pocket that I had to run off of. So everybody else got to see the colors. So I couldn't. But I remember when the Game Boy Color came out, and people were like, "Oh my gosh, it's the greatest thing ever! Look, you could have like 3 color tones." And I was like, "I'm gonna stick to my black and white." I love my little Game Boy Pocket. That thing lasted me forever until finally I think the screen started to die. I played it so much.
Is everything okay? Orders, sir. Is everything okay? On your orders.
I'm probably telling people my age too much, though. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Ah, I need more food.
Tell me. Great idea, sir. Kindly to the effect. All the way. Come on. That will be easy. For the humans! Come on.
I think I've almost cleared out the map.
All right. Understood. Ready and waiting. They are trying to break into the building.
That's fine.
All the way. Orders, sir. Do you need me? Let's go. Understood.
Ooh, hello.
Commander? At your service.
See, I miss the Atari, but I feel fortunate that I grew up with the evolution of classic video games. Like I knew what the Atari was, but I think my first interaction with video games would be the classic NES, like the block controllers that if you played for too long would hurt your hands because they were not ergonomic in any way, shape, or form.
Is everything okay? Any orders?
But yeah, we were too poor to have them. I think my first console was an N64, but I used to go to my friend's house all the time and play Sega, the Genesis, and see, Pitfall I never played. Zelda I did.
Tell me.
Jeez, they just keep coming.
Is everything okay? Reporting.
Where am I being attacked? Oh, that's fine. They got that. They got this under control.
At your service.
Let's see. I think I played a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog, Jurassic Park, the classic Jurassic Park on Sega Genesis, and then I remember the Sega Game Gear, and I wanted one of those so bad.
I will kill
And that thing was massive for like a handheld gaming system. Like I feel like that thing was a brick. You could honestly probably kill somebody with a Sega Game Gear. But yeah, I feel fortunate that I got to grow up with the slow evolution of video games and consoles. Something that most people like, younger people today, to say younger people, it's not like I'm that old. That like you never played as oh that's sad. Zelda's actually a lot of fun, but it depends on the Zelda game you play. If there are some Zelda games that are more fun than others, but if you want the classic ones, I think you have to get like a Game Boy for those, because all the ones on consoles are more third-person active camera. Oh, dude, Sega Game Gears are like big Game Boy Advances, like massive Game Boy Advances. They took like 6 to 8 AA batteries to run. If I remember correctly, the battery life was pretty good though. I remember my one of my, at the time, my stepbrother, I think, he had one, and he never used it, but he would never let me play it because he was a massive dick. Meanwhile, he stole from the family, but yeah. Meanwhile, he would steal from the family and be like, this is totally fair that I take everybody else's stuff, but he would never let anybody touch his own stuff. I remember one time I was stuck in the car with him for like 13 hours, and he still wouldn't let me touch his Game Gear, despite the fact that he brought it and never played it.
Is everything okay? Great idea, sir. I will kill our enemies.
And being stuck in a car with that guy for 13 hours, he didn't say much, but he didn't do much. So it's not like he was bugging me, but like, you'd try to be like, hey, you want to play like Battleship, like, the old travel battleships? Like, no. Do you want to play I Spy or something? No. Do you want to just fall in a pit and die? It's just one of those people, like, you can't actually have fun with him at all. I mean, I'm not sure if he was like against having fun or was just that much of a dick. I can't really tell. It's just that every time he had an opportunity to do something fun or to let somebody else have fun, the answer was always no. He would just like sit there. He wouldn't even read. I mean, like, he would just sit there and look out the window for like 13 hours straight, and I'm like, wow, how do you do that? Like, I mean, eventually you see enough trees to where you just don't care anymore. Like, there's only so many trees you can look at. There's only so many... Actually, I think he only looked at trees. It was kind of weird. It was one of those, like, are you okay, bruh?
Let's get them. Understood. All right.
But,
Understood.
he is a bit of a weird dude. I am very grateful that I had very limited contact with him.
I will kill our enemies.
I'm sure that he would have hated my guts.
That will be easy. Perfect. Of course, my commander. Perfect. All right. Commander? At your service. On your orders.
Okay, now that I've cleared out, like, everything over here, I should probably be able to just go to town, making little huts.
Commander? For the colony! Let's go. That will be easy. For the humans! Let's go. Kill me.
He actually did save my life one, though. As much as I give him shit, I kind of give him a pass because he saved my life once. After he encouraged me to do something stupid, he actually saved my ass. Like, I would have died had he not saved my butt. We were at Schlitterbahn, and there was a broken dam, like, right outside behind the apartment complex we were staying in. And he was swimming across it like it was no problem. And he's like, come on over, man, it's fine. I was like, okay. And yeah, I'm not like a bad swimmer, but I don't swim that much, Like, I wasn't a big swimmer. But I guess I swam too close to the entrance, or I guess the mouth of the broken dam. It just sucked me down. And I got sucked under the undertow like 5 or 6 times. And I'll never forget this for as long as I live, because the jackass that could have saved me was on an inner tube, and I was reaching up, gasping for air, and between me trying to hitting the bottom of the riverbed, and me jumping as hard as I could to get to the surface of the water, and gasping for air, screaming help, all I could hear whenever I'd pop up was, keep your head, and then I'd go back down. And then I'd come back up like 10, 20 seconds later, and it was, keep your head above what? Then like back down again. And he actually dove after me through all the undertows and everything. And it occurred to me after maybe like a year or so after the fact that it happened, when the dam broke and all the rocks hit the bottom of the river, it just created a bunch of little whirlpools, which I kept getting sucked down into. And I think it was my last leap. I was starting to kind of like lose consciousness, and things were starting to kind of like, it was kind of hard to start telling which way was up, which way was down. I was struggling for air, and I think like my hand was reaching up out of the water, and I was starting to black out, and I felt him grab me and yank me out of the water. So I mean, as much as I hated the guy, Like I couldn't really, I can't stay mad at him that long. And and typical behavior. He didn't even ask me if I was okay. He just hit me on the back and went, It's like, it's like. I think he asked me if I was breathing, and I was like coughing up water.
Is everything okay? On your orders. Tell me. Here we go. All right. Ready and waiting. Any orders?
So even though he was a massive dick, it's like one of those moments where I'm like, I can't be that mad at him because if it wasn't for him, I would not be here today.
Do you need me? On your orders. Ready and waiting. At your service. Come on. Charge! Any orders? That will be easy. Let's get them!
And I think that's it for zombies. I think I've cleared the map.
For the colony!
And I don't think, I think this is a limited, oh, nope, nope, not all the zombies. Most of the zombies.
All right. Great idea, sir. Bring 'em on!
Yeah, I think that was one of the last times I saw him too, actually, is that day.
All the way.
I think afterwards he went to go live with his dad.
Attack! Come on. That will be easy.
Alright, let's focus on expanding territory here now that I've got the majority of the territory taken care of.
Do you need me? All right. At your service.
But yeah, the weirdest part about him was that he would actually steal stuff from my dad all the time. I'm not sure why. It's not like we had a lot of cool stuff, you know.
Understood. Ready and waiting. Of course, my commander. Let's go. On your orders.
What the heck?
Tell me. Ready and waiting. Any orders?
There we go.
Ready and waiting.
Alright, territory expanded a little bit. 18, 19, 20, 20, 20, 20. Alright.
Waiting on orders. Understood. Come on.
I got a long way to go to get 600 freaking colonists. And this is one of the downsides to this game, is the fact that they make this game brutally annoying, but not because, or brutally hard, but not because it's like difficult to play. It's just it's busy work. This game's campaign is very much about how to make it busy work. It's like today is a slow Friday, and it's like, I have to be busy today. I don't know what I'm going to do. Ooh.
Sorry, sir.
I thought I dealt with all you little bastards.
All the way. All right. Understood.
What what?
Orders, sir. Let's go. Come on.
How is that even possible? I literally walked through the entire map.
Commander? Let's go. Perfect.
Ugh, it means I'm gonna have to have like periodic places where I'm gonna just drop off towers and whatnot. this is gonna get fun. What the shit? Stuff. I mean, what the stuff?
Understood. Do you need me? Sorry, sir. I was cleaning my weapon. Commander? Is everything okay? Tell me. Come on. All the way. Great idea.
Alright, where are these guys coming from? I already cleared out the map.
Charge! At your service. That will be easy. Let's go. Ready and waiting. Sorry, sir. I was cleaning my weapon. All right. Understood. All right. Any orders? Ready and waiting.
Need more food. More food. I'm not even trying to maximize food output now. I'm just trying to get food. That's the edge of the map. I can't go any further that way. But yeah, for the most part now, this is just about trying to maximize 300. So I'm almost, well, I'll say 300. I'm at 250. So we're getting there. We're making progress, guys. We're making progress. Although there's very high likelihood this is my last mission before I go to bed. It's getting pretty late for me. I enjoy spending time with you guys, but I do need to sleep sometimes. Sometimes, though. Not all the time. Sometimes. Ooh, we got zombies right there.
Cleaning my weapon. Orders, sir. For the humans! Great idea, sir. All the way. That will be easy.
Still need more food. the edge of the allowable map, and I still need more food.
Any orders?
Up, 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 up. I see you boys. I see where you're coming from. Just coming in off the map like you ain't nothing. You here the whole time. No, 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 no.
Understood.
You don't get to do that to me.
Understood. Great idea, sir.
So I'm gonna set y'all up on a patrol path over here. How about that? These guys patrolling that way. You're patrolling this way. That should take care of pretty much any new friends that want to come say hi and give us hugs. Almost at 400. Again, I mean, like seriously, come on, guys, right? Like, there's a certain point where this is becoming ridiculous. Like, I'm literally running out of places to put those little beacons, and I'm running out of places to put food. Yeah, exactly. It's just a time waster now. Like, that's the problem that I have with this game's campaign. There's a lot. It is a fun game. It's just that the campaign is just really a time waster. Now I think like there's a way around this. Like if I had upgraded the tents to be houses, which is nice. I mean, yeah, it helps, but I would waste upgrades that I need to be something that I would need for something else later. Like that's the biggest problem. Is it's a payoff now that helps speed up this part, but then slows down everything else. Because essentially, like this level's over. Now it's just a matter of time. I mean, I'm not that far off though. I mean, I'm at 412, so I need 200 more. So it's not too big of a deal. It's very much annoying, and still not enough food. But if they want more food out of me, I may not be able to do that, or I may have to actually get rid of oops. I may have to get rid of some of my soldiers. I think those guys chew up food too. Come on, give me a 20 somewhere in here. Jeez, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. So close to being done with this mission. How many people live in these again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it looks like work is calling me. Well, I guess I'm lucky I didn't go to sleep, so I'm going to have to wrap it up here, guys, and I will pick it up tomorrow. If you enjoyed watching, please give me a follow. I'll be on later tomorrow, and please share around if you feel like it. Have a good night, everybody.